Hi, I'm Joe,
And I'm Rhonda,
and we're with The Color of Marriage.
and we want to share with you a marriage replenishment moment.
That's right. And the marriage replenishment moment for today is about guarding your marriage. So, what do you think about guarding your marriage,
I
Rhonda?
think it's a great idea.
I think it's a great idea as well, Rhonda. So, let's talk about guarding your marriage. When husbands and wives guard their marriages against words, actions, and relationships that can harm their marriages, great things happen. That's right. When you make an intentional effort to guard your marriage against words, actions, and relationships that can harm your marriage, great things happen. So, what are some of the words that we can guard our marriage against, Rhonda?
I think words that are spoken out of frustration,
Mm-hmm.
spoken out of anger, and even words spoken out of spite. And a lot of times people they use a whole lot of sarcasm,
Mm-hmm.
and that is a signal that you are angry, but you're just stuffing it down, and it just kind of leaks out. And the other words are those profanity words.
All right, I hear you, and I totally agree. Now I'm going to talk about the actions. Some of the actions that we can take that will harm our marriage is lying. That's
Yes.
not a good thing. What do you think?
I think it's terrible to lie to people. I mean, God holds us to a standard. He says there's not going to be any liars in heaven.
Well, that is absolutely true. And sometimes we say little white lies, and well, a lie is a lie.
Yes.
Tell the truth all the time. And another action is not fulfilling your promises, the promises that you made to your spouse and your kids. And
Yes.
another one is staying out late with friends. Sometimes we think that's okay because we're kind of blowing off some steam, letting go of some tension, but we don't take our spouse into consideration when we're doing something like that. What do you think?
I think that's true. I think sometimes we think because we're an adult that we have the right or we're entitled to do those
Mm-hmm.
types of things.
Okay.
But if that's not conducive for your marriage, then those are things that you have to cut out. I think when we get married, sometimes people are living
Mm-hmm.
as singles instead of as a married couple, and
Wow.
they
That's
they
right.
they think that, oh, you knew I was doing this before I married you, so why you got a problem with it now? Well, what we forget is that once we become a married couple, we are a
Yes.
new team. We are one now, and now we must consider our spouse's feelings,
Yes.
and we also
Amen to
must
that.
consider the fact when we say that we are
Mm-hmm.
believers, that we're representing Christ as well. So those old things that we used to do, those things change, those dynamics change, friendships change.
Yes. They sure do. So when you become married, you're no longer the same. So Rhonda, you want to talk about the relationships that can harm our marriage?
Oh, I just talked about it a little bit. Some of them friendships that you used to have, with the opposite
Yes.
sex, and you know how you used to just have them lunch dates and stuff. Can't
Mm-hmm.
have no secret rendezvous with folks that your wife
Amen.
don't care for or your husband doesn't care
That's
for.
right.
And also relationships, even with family dynamics.
Yes.
Sometimes we feel like we
Mm-hmm.
have to share information with our mom or our dad because
Right.
maybe they've helped us out in the past, and that we feel obligated to take their advice. And even
Mm-hmm.
sometimes taking family in may not be a good
Yes. You got
ideal
that
for
right.
your new marriage or existing relationship, especially if there's difficulties in there.
Hey man, you're right. When you have difficulties in your marriage, it's not good to invite somebody in, especially that person that's going to take up for one spouse over the other. All
Yes.
right, so that ends our marriage replenishment moment for today. We talked about words, actions, and relationships that we should not be doing that will bring harm to our marriage. So guard your marriage against words, actions, and relationships that will bring harm to your marriage. All right, until next time, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to click on that bell so that you can get the notifications. And you can reach us at www.thecolorofmarriage.com. Thank you. Until next time.